Now let's talk about another important part, which is you will find it across our course, okay, in every part of the course. This is very important, which is the feedback loop. So let's say if I have a system with a negative feedback like this, we have input R, and we have going to a transfer function of the system G, which can be with the controller or without, and we have here our output, okay. Now in order for our controller to minimize the error, we need a feedback, right? Similar as we did. This is a closed loop. So we have a feedback with a transfer function H, which can represent our measuring unit. So if we get back like this with a negative feedback, so that we can compare between the input or the reference and between the actual output signal that we are comparing with. So this will be the error entering our controller with the transfer function of the system, okay. Okay, now I would like to convert this system into like this R of S and a block transfer function C of S. So I would like to convert this feed closed loop system into one transfer function. You will ask me how I'm going to do this. It is very easy. Let's look carefully here, okay. You can see that C of S is our output, right? So C of S equal to, this output is equal to what? Equal to G, okay, multiplied by the difference between these two. These two, the difference between them is R of S, okay, minus what? Minus C of S multiplied by H. C of S multiplied by H, right? This is what's coming from the feedback loop. So it will be C of S multiplied by H, okay. So this will be C of S equal to GR, okay, minus C multiplied by H. Now take this to the other side, okay. So if we take this to the other side, this we have also here G, okay, because G multiplied by C of SH. So it will be C of SH and G, okay. So if we take this to the other side, we will have C of S plus C of S multiplied by HG equal to G multiplied by R, okay. Now let's take C of S as a common factor. C of S, it will be 1 plus GH, okay, GH, okay, equal to G multiplied by R. So C of S, which is the output, divided by the input R of S, is equal to G divided by 1 plus GH. Remember, this relation is very, very important. So if you have a negative feedback, the equivalent of this system will be G divided by 1 plus GH. Now this is for a negative feedback, okay, negative feedback. Now let's suppose that we are talking about a positive feedback, not a negative feedback, but a positive feedback. So if you have a positive feedback, then this sign will become positive, and this sign will become positive since we are adding them, R of S plus C of SH. And when we take this to the other side, this sign will become negative, right? And this sign will become negative, and this sign will become negative. So for a negative feedback, G over 1 plus GH. For a positive feedback, it will be 1 minus GH, okay? So this is the mathematical proof that we just obtained, okay? And this is the new transfer function, and for a positive feedback, the sign will be just reversed.